This question belongs to the subject Engineering Mathematics and the topic name is Propositional Logic. It was asked in GATE 1990. So the question states, choose the correct statements. Indicate which of the following are true. Which of the following well-found formula are valid. First one is P implies Q and Q implies R implies P implies R. The second one is P implies Q implies negation of P implies negation of Q. Third one is P and negation of P or negation of Q implies Q. Fourth one is P implies R or Q implies R implies P or Q implies R. So what is the meaning of a formula being valid? A formula being valid means it is a tautology. What is the meaning of tautology? Tautology means always true for all values of inputs. So what are the input? Input can be P, Q and R. So first of all, let me tell you what is the meaning of P implies Q. First, let me tell you the truth table of P implies Q. Let me tell you generic one. A implies B. If we have A implies B, then it is equivalent to negation of A or B. So its truth table would be like the values of A, B, then the values of A implies B. Then we can have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So if you put this value 0 over here, then negation of 0 will be 1, 1 or 0, or let us take in the form of true false. It would be more easier for you to understand. Let us take true true, true false, false true, false false. Okay, so now see. What is the value of negation of true? It's false. False or true? It's always true. Negation of true false, false or false? It's false. Negation of false true, true or true? It's true. Negation of false true, true or false? It's true. So it's false only when A is true and B is false. Now let us draw the table for this option A. So first of all we have P, then Q, then R. Then we have P implies Q. Then we have Q implies R. Then we have P implies R. Then we have P implies Q and Q implies R. Then we have our final result, which is P implies Q and Q implies R implies P implies R. Now let us fill the table. So it can have the values true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. And this can be true. Then for the false, it will have value true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Then false. So the value of P implies Q is false only when the first one is true and second one is false. So first one is true and second one is false. So here it will be false. First one is true, second one is false. So here it will be false. And rest all, it will be true. This one would be true, 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 true. So it's better to first fill up the false and then put rest of them to be true. So here it will be false in true false case. Then again in another true false case, and rest all will be true. So let us put true all over here. Then we have P implies R. So P implies R, first of all let us fill false in true false case. This is true, this is false, so it will come out to be false, and rest all will be true. Now this and this, so it will be false if it will be true if both are true. So true and true, true, true and false, false, false and true, false, false and true, false, true and true, true, true and false, false, true and true, true, true and true, true. Then we have this implies this. So it will be false only when first one is true, second one is false. So let us see if we have a true false or not. No, we do not have any true false. So all will be true. Now see, here all the values are true. So it is a tautology. It is a tautology, thus it is valid, well-formed formula. Okay, so the first one is a tautology. Now let us draw it for the second one. So what is the second one? Second one states that P implies Q implies negation of P implies negation of Q. So we don't have R over here. Okay. We have P implies Q, which means P implies Q. Then we have negation of P and negation of Q, which means negation of P, negation of Q. Then we have negation of P implies negation of Q. Then we have P implies Q implies negation of P implies negation of Q. Now let us fill those values. So it can have value true, 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 false, false, true, or false, false. So what is P implies Q? P implies Q table is this. True, false, true, true. What is negation of P? It's false, false, true, true. What is negation of Q? It's false, true, negation of true, false, negation of false, true. What is negation of P implies negation of Q? False implies false. It's false, false, sorry. It is false only for the value true, false. First one true, second one false. Here it will be false, rest all will be true. Now what is this one implies this one? It will be false only when the first one is true, second one is false. So true, true, it's true. False, true, it's true. True, false. Here see, true, false, it's false. True, true, it's true. So here we got a false, so it's not a tautology. Not a tautology. Thus it is invalid. Well-formed formula. Thus first one was valid, second one is invalid. Now let us see option C. Here only you can stop the question as it is not a multiple select question. We just have one option, so we have formed a valid well-formed formula which is option A, but still I am explaining you all the options so that it becomes easier for you to do other questions. Okay, now we have third one, P, Q, then we have negation of P, then we have negation of Q, then we have negation of P or negation of Q, then we have negation of P or negation of Q implies Q. So now let us fill this up. So for P, it can have values true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Negation of P means false, false, true, true. Negation of Q means false, true, false, true. Negation of P or negation of Q means false, false, it's false, false, true, it's true, true or false, it's true, true or true, it's true. Then we have this one implies Q, which means this implies Q. So it is false only for true, false. Let us see true, false. Yeah, here it is true, false. This is true, this one is false. And here also we have the true, false. So it's false, rest all are true. So as we have false, so it's not a tautology and not a well-formed formula. So this is also invalid. Now let us see the option D. So option D states it has P, Q followed by R. So we will write P, Q and R. Then we have P implies R. Then we have Q implies R. Then we have P or Q. Then we have P or Q implies R. Then we have P implies R, we have P, Q, R, we have P implies R, we have Q implies R, we have P or Q implies P or Q, we have P or Q implies R, then we have this or this. Let us rename this as A and this as B, then we have A or B, then we have A or B, and then we have A or B implies, let us rename this as C. Then we have A or B implies C. Now let us fill it up. True, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Now we have again true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. For the values of P, true, 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 false, 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 false. Now let us see P implies R. It is false only for true, false. So here it will be false, true, false. Here it will be false. The rest all will be true. Now let us see Q implies R. False for only true and false. False over here. Rest all are true. Let us see P or Q. So true or true, true, true or true, true, true or false, true, true or false, true, false or true, true, false or true, true, false or false is false, false or false is false. P or Q implies R. So this one implies this. So let us see true, false. So it is false. This implies this. So let us see true, false, false, true, false, false, true, 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 false, 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 false. Rest all are true. Then we have A or B. So this is A, this is B. So it is false only when both are false. When both are false. Rest all are true. Now we have A or B implies C. So it is false when we have true, false. So here we have true, false, which means it is false. Here also we have false. Rest all are true. So as we have false, so it is not a tautology and it is not a well-formed formula. So it is also false. So answer is option A. When you found the first well-formed formula to be valid, you can stop there only. So answer is option A.